Welcome to Elevate Your Mind with Alam. Today we'll be talking about the new moon in Aries, and it happens between late March and late April. I will be guiding you with the top 5 things to do at the time of the new moon in Aries. If you plan your life by the new moon, you will find that you are in the flow of life. And note that the advice in the guide applies to all of us, regardless of our personal astrology. The reason is this is a lunation, in this case a new moon, in a particular sign which is Aries, and therefore it has a flavor of its own. So no matter what rising sign you are, this is going to be inevitable. Let's begin by taking action. The new moon in Aries marks the start of the new moon cycle, and since Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, the time for dreaming is over and the time to take action has come. You have a clean slate when it comes to making your new moon wishes. If you've been holding off or slacking off, this is a perfect time to get back on the boat. Think about it. It's springtime. Things are flowing. Things are growing, which means it is the beginning of the year. And that means it's time to make a 12-month plan. This is a wonderful time to make a plan for the year ahead. And if you are too attached to whatever it is that you've been doing, do a plan for yourself. Do a plan for yourself and your spouse if you are in a relationship. Do one for your work. Since the Aries energy is really impulsive, you might think it's too high energetically right now to make plans, but with a bit of discipline, anything is possible. The fiery and enthusiastic Aries energy is great for infusing your plans with drive and determination, which makes perfect for being courageous. If you've been too shy, too timid, and you need some courage to move forward with whatever you're facing, and that includes your wish list, this Aries is connected to brave Mars and the energies around the Aries new moon, which is reflected. Decide that you can be bolder in life and then work on this. Aries isn't so much bold as willing to just go into it, into everything, and just go for it without being overly cautious about the results. If you could use a bit of more of imputacious in your life, now is the time to incorporate this Aries energy. You'll discover that you get to have more fun. So ask yourself, are you having enough fun? Are you spontaneous enough? Think about it. And if the answer is no, then determine that over the coming weeks, you need to make some time for having some fun. Aries is the child of the zodiac, and now is a good time to remind yourself to connect with your inner child. So focus on you. This is also a good time for some focus on yourself and what you need, where you're going, and so on. And if you give yourself your wardrobe and your website, if you do a makeover on yourself and on everything that includes you, this is the perfect time to do so. Aries is traditionally the starting sign, not least because it's the child of the zodiac. It's filled with vim and vigor, and it's preparing to burst out of a starting gate. And it's not going to worry about going too fast. It just does. Action. It just does. So, on this new moon in Aries, take action, make a plan, be courageous, have some fun, and focus on you. Now, the moon never stays in a sign for longer than 3 to 4 days. But I have come to realize that when I focus my intention on one part of my birth chart, conjunction with the moon, it truly helps me in the everyday life that I'm going through. In this situation, if you have a Leo rising, you are going to focus on your ninth house. And your ninth house is about traveling, wisdom, philosophy, higher education, law and religion, cross-cultural relationships, learning, and ethics. The ninth house is where you see the big picture, where you expand your horizons, where you might study or where you might travel, and honestly, the great cosmic quest. So, on the night of the new moon in Aries, you're going to put your focus on your ninth house, which is all about adventure, travel, and personal development. You can expect new and potentially exciting developments related to travel, study, the internet, publishing, and again, the great cosmic quest. If you usually do wishes on the new moon, then I consider you wish for to see the bigger picture of your life and to invoke gratitude. So visualize yourself wherever you would most like to be on holiday. Where is that place where you've always wanted to be? Just visualize it. Visualize it in your head. The idea that you should keep in mind is that we're all divine beings, and the ninth house is strongly associated with the spiritual quest. And the ninth house planet is Jupiter, which, as you will see me tell you, the chakra that traditionally associates with the ninth house is all about the divine. It's the crown chakra, which connects us to the heavens. So the part of your chart being lit up by the new moon is ruled by Jupiter, right? Which is a planet of expansion. So whether you're expanding your mind by studying or traveling or by talking to well-traveled people or through doing a personal development course, you have the chance now to broaden your horizon. This cycle is all about your faith and your beliefs, and if you know you're being too rigid, perhaps clinging on to what you were taught as a child rather than forming your own opinions, someone could come along and either help you or force you to rethink your philosophies and change your philosophies. This is also a great time to break out of routine and get into a little bit more of a freedom lifestyle. Now, I love meditating, and if you meditate as well, then I suggest you say, life is an adventure, and I love it. So this month, I will, and then say whatever it is that you will do. What are you going to do this month? What are your goals? What are your ambitions? Do that right before you meditate, where right before you start meditating, so you can tune in and have that sense just marinating into your brain. Now, the ritual that I consider you to try is to decide on your next travel destination. Look online on that certain thing, certain place, print a picture out, and place it on your wall somewhere where you're going to see it every single day, so you can remind yourself of the plans that you are gonna do, whether it's going to take you a long time or if you can do this within this month, that would be great. Things that I consider you to try this month is to find a way to explore the world, honestly, whether that is through actually exploring or just get creative. There's so many ways that you can explore the world. Don't just stay home. Go out there and see the world. See this beauty out there. I also recommend you read those books that you know you should have already started and you haven't, or if you have already started some, finish them. Get to it. Do a personal development course or look for how you can improve your personal development. Maybe you can even manifest a new spiritual teacher. Think about what you have faith in and what you don't have faith in. Make a friend online from the other side of the world and communicate with them. Have something you've written, have it published. Get to it. You know you can do it. I am also a big affirmations girl. I love affirmations. I feel like affirmations help us in so many ways, help us, encourage us, uplift us. And I have 3 affirmations that I consider you do on the nights of the new moon in Aries. And that is, I know that I am blessed, life is an adventure, and the world is my oyster. Say this at least 3 times on the night of the new moon. And honestly, I would recommend you do it for a whole month. 3 times a day for a whole month. And if you don't want to do it for the 4 weeks, do it for 2 weeks. Give it a whirl, give it a try it out. Now, something else that I want you to try if you haven't already is an essential oil, and in particular, the sandalwood essential oil. It is a wonderful essential oil that is used honestly at any time. It's considered extremely sacred in Eastern religion, and this is an especially sacred part of your chart, so why not use it, right? It's also great for spiritual awareness and for getting you in alignment with your soul purpose. These are some of the very big issues covered by the ninth house. Sandalwood is also an excellent meditation aid on any day of the week, so give it a try whenever you're meditating and see how it makes you feel. Something else that I love to do are mantras. And the mantra that I suggest you do on the night of the new moon, and honestly for the whole month, is the mantra Ah. You can chant it out loud, you can say it silently, you can do it in the shower. I love to do it in the shower. It feels so relaxing and I just feel in tune with myself. You can do it before or even after you meditate. You can do it whenever you feel it's right for you. And it's going to boost the chakra for you this month. And the chakra that you should focus on this month is the crown chakra, which is the violet one, and it's located at the very top of your head. Crown, the crown chakra is connects to the divine. It is the seat of our cosmic consciousness. In other words, the part of us that knows we are part of God, that we're spiritual beings having a human experience, that we're all one, connected to divine grace and divine love. And to stimulate the chakra, imagine a spinning violet disc at the very top of your head. Now, the law of relativity reminds us that all things are relative, that everything just is. You will always be not as good at some things as other people are, just as you will have your own special talents. Don't measure yourself against other people. During this cycle, notice how you feel if you simply compare yourself with yourself. Understand this law by understanding the notion that nothing is good or bad or hot or cold or black or white until you relate it to something else. So, having said that, if you found this video informative and it helps you out, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and if you want to hear more about these types of videos, give me a subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.